Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, in the Black Quantity VTF here at T3 Live with this week's market wrap-up. And there's nothing new under the sun as we take a look at the SPY. Remember those monthly reversals that we had, and now we open up in here on the monthly. This is an issue. How are we going to get outside of here, right? Because we want to either take this out or that out. And we're nowhere near doing either of it. Now, we've had big moves, so maybe we can take that out. But for right now, we got to see how do you get out of here. Otherwise, you're going to get chopped up. You might remember March, and here was the same deal. And so, at least on a shorter term basis, right, we finally got the reversal, right? What does a reversal look like? It looks one of three things. Here, the two down by taking out one side of the previous range, the inside bar, and then here. But now, we got an outside day on the SPY. So how are we going to get outside of this? And so an outside day on a shorter term time frame is going to be a broadening formation. It has to be, all right? So you're going to see it like so. Here. All right? You can see him take out this right here, like so. All right, and you're going to see the QQQ here, very similar. Taking out all this. You took out this stuff in here. And if you go to 30, you're going to see this, like so. And so you still take all this stuff out. Anyway, outside bar means we got to get outside of there. Right? It took out both sides of the range. So if we do the chop round like we did in March, you're going to see this. We got an outside bar. That could potential problem. If we go 3-2 to the back down, you got this gap to fill, right? If you go back to SPY, remember in March, this is exactly what it did after February into March. Very similar to what you're seeing here. Right here, rallied back up, then went outside bar, then came back down. Then rallied up, then went outside bar, and then came back down. Now we rally up, now we go outside bar. So how do we get outside of that? But definitely want to be aware of these months, right? Because until you can get out of there, any new day, any new week, we can expect to just keep going back and forth. So if we take a look at all the broader averages here, you're going to see QQQ. There, you're going to see IWM here, and you're going to see the diamonds. Right, so one of the things you're going to look for the new month is things that aren't doing that, right? Because you can expect to get chopped up. And so even today, right now, we had this Trump tweet, right? So I can show you an example of anything, right, on all time frames. So the 3-minute SPY. You see this? All of this is still within this bar. You're going to get murdered in here, right? You're going to get murdered in trying to trade this. And so the good thing is on the monthly, it's a bigger candle, but you have to be aware of that because this is how price discovery works. Once you get in there, it's got to keep coming around there until you can get out of that stuff. So come Monday morning, we're going to be looking at these outside days. Which ones do we take out? Over the weekend, I make the weekend video, and you can see what you're going to be looking for here. Stuff that's not doing that, and unfortunately. That would be Apple. Apple's taking out the 3-2 months to the downside right now. So we'll be going through all these monthlies to see who's doing this to the downside or who's taking out the upside. So as the market swings back and forth, we'll know which to hit. When market gets weak, we hit the weak stocks. Market gets strong, we go after the ones taking out last month's highs. And we do that on a weekly, daily basis going back and forth. Another thing that's going to be interesting here come Monday morning is because of these outside days, then to help determine what maybe these Qs might do is you can take a look at SMH. SMH, inside day for the semis. We also have a ton of earnings coming out next week, right? So we'll know about that. If we go back to the weekly, so I showed you the daily reversal, so we go back to the weekly. So SMH does this. It goes outside week to the upside. So here's an outside bar there too if they want to bring these things back up. Because if we go to the weeklies, QQQ, still down. So this still took out the downside. So the question, you're going to be strong enough to do the 2-2 reversal here. 2 down, 2 up. SPY the same here. Are you going to be strong enough to take this out and get a weekly reversal? You got your daily reversals, but we're inside of the month. And so the question is, if the market's really going to turn around, you'll get the weekly reversals as well. So we'll be going through all the sectors and stuff like that over the weekend in my weekend video. Also, join me each day, Monday through Thursday, 12:30 Eastern, on the T3 Live Facebook. I do a halftime show where I talk about all the things that are going for the rest of the day. So here's the things that are going and what we're looking for continuations on. It can be very helpful because it helps you compartmentalize the day down into 2 days. Here's the first half, here's the second half, right? And also, join me on Tuesday nights on the T3 Live YouTube for the Wheels in Motion show, where I show you on Tuesday what the weeklies and monthlies are doing, where you want to be should the market go up or down. As I just showed you, we're willing to go either way, but you got to know why, and you got to know which ones aren't going to chop you up. Inside week, chop fest. 2-1-2 continuation, yes, boom. So there's a big difference, especially for people that try and trade only using daily charts, right? It's way too incomplete. You want to have a big idea of all these big pictures so you don't get chopped up in a one, a la the SPY 3-minute right now. So we'll see how those earnings come out. You can also follow me on Twitter at RobinTheBlack. I tweet out the gap list, stuff that we're watching out right in the morning, and then I talk about it during the day. So and when I get to the halftime show, all that kind of stuff. All right, well, I'm in Chicago, and it's a big game tomorrow. Northwestern playing Notre Dame. Let's go, Cats. I hope everybody had a great week and has an even better weekend. I'm Rob Smith in the Black Quantity VTF with this week's market wrap-up.